Hey, what's good? What's going on, everyone? How you doing? How's your day going to be? It's Friday. Literally, is your weekend is coming up, and it's good night tonight. Another great show coming up with a special guest, James. James, I keep calling him Jamie, but I'm just gonna call him James. Oh, look at him! I see him in the background. He's gonna wind me up as well tonight, guys. But he is amazing. He is pretty sound. He's pretty cool. Is a right laugh. But guys, I'm your host. My name is Drew Nicholas. I'm the founder and director of DNTV. And guys, it's now time for our big show with him. I'm going to introduce him onto the show in the next minute, just after this little bit of advertisement before the show begins. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Yo. What's going on, guys?
What's going on, KP? How you doing, brothers? Finally, you come and meet you.
I know I gotta. Hear me?
Hey, what's going on, Jamie?
Oh, that's all right. I just had to sort my mic out. That's all right. It was off.
It's cool, bros. Go. Welcome to DNTV. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight, especially to a great actor and how you become what you become today. Um, People is looking forward to your story, and we all are. Um, so, what do you do the biggest favor and explain yourself to people who you are and where you're from and what you've been in?
Well, I've been on OnlyFans, mate. Nah, pretty much. I got into the industry because I was a security guard on set for Mark Wahlberg. Got talking because I got ADHD. Come back, put an advertisement on Facebook. Got contacted by Rup Sabanji, who's casting director for a load of Indian films, and pretty much it went from there. I had one day on set, and then, you know, a few films later, and I'm still in the game.
You're still doing pretty good. You've been in a lot of films by MB Pro, which I read up on, and you sent me a few links, but we couldn't do all the work at once because my job is getting really busy. Um, you've been on the red carpet already. You've
Yep.
been on being recognized by a lot of people as well. As well, you've been in a film called The 14 Knots,
No,
which
that I'm not in it yet. It's coming.
oh
We don't start filming till this year.
it doesn't okay. Sorry, apologize on that one. Um, Mafia's calling.
We've written that. We've just signed a contract with a director, and we're just getting funding for that one.
That's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that one. I like the Mafia
So
films.
am I.
They're
Don't
pretty
worry
cool.
about that one.
I'm looking forward to that. The Lost Ship as well is pretty cool as well.
Lost Ship is I should be filming my part in June in Berlin.
And is it cut in between?
Caught in between. We started filming, but we're taking a little break at the minute.
Okay, that's cool. That's understandable. And Victor, you've been in a lot of film recently for 2023, and you've got your own film out called The Crack Place.
Oh, Crack Palace. That was just a funny sort of film I'd done. It's a little short film.
It's not too bad though. I gotta admit, you're literally been on a lot of films. I would say your name out a lot of films you've been in already. I think this one is like, how did you come into these films and what got you there?
So pretty
And
much, so Rup Sabanjari got me my first role in. Well, I don't know how to say this film, but I call it Anus and Han. But it's not. It's a noose in hand. So I pretty much thought I was going into a pub, and it was going to turn into man-on-man action. That's what I originally thought because of the anus and hand. The man's called Anus. And. So then I got there, done that, found out I was doing the talking part, nailed the talking part. Then I got a message saying, "Listen, we need you to try out for this part in the next film." So I did pretty much my video audition, and she kept pushing me till it was right. So then my second film, I played Richard in Swastik Sanket, played a Nazi I'm not proud of, but you play anything in a film. Pretty much that went #1 in India, 14 weeks in 30 different cinemas. So that was my biggest film I did so far.
That was
Until
pretty big though, wasn't it?
until I got part in Marvel as a Russian. So
Ooh. You got into Marvel as well then?
yeah, I did a day on a Marvel set as a Russian.
That's pretty cool, but shouldn't be upset about it. Anything's in acting, really, isn't it? So
Yeah, I know.
Just a shout out to Sherry to saying welcome, Natasha.
I can't see nothing. It's on my screen
Do
anyway.
you want me to share it to you then?
If you can, mate, yeah.
So
All
Sherry's one of my mods.
All I can see is you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you.
there's the up on the screen right now, man.
Quick, get the cocaine out.
So the mods are here. Thank you, mods. Keep sharing, keep supporting. Santa Dave is here as well. Hey, brother, how you doing?
How's everyone doing?
Do you know Santa Dave? He's like pretty cool.
I think he follows me. I think I'm not sure.
He's like another
Santa Claus, I take it.
Oh, but he's also doing a horror film and a few other things. It's pretty cool.
I'm doing a horror film called Axe as well.
That's what I was wondering. Are you doing like any spooky films at the same time then?
So Axe, we are currently writing.
Oh, is that going to be like a re-over Axe? Because I know there's a film out there called Axe.
No, it's going to be. I don't really want to put big down. So basically, you're going to see a bit in it where the end of the axe goes up the man's ass and it pulls it straight through, cuts him in half.
Oh, oh.
So this is what we're working on.
Yeah, that's a bit of a horror for a scary movie. I'm not gonna lie.
But you know what it is. I work with anything. I work with anyone. It doesn't matter what it is, what it ain't. You put my name to it. You pay me. I'll work for free.
Definite. Santa Dave said, "I do follow you, brother." So,
wicked. You can come dressed as Santa Claus and be on my lap later.
So, for you, is like being in a movie. Is there any way you can tell people about what to encourage themselves getting involved in what they need to do?
Pretty much, be yourself. So, I did. Obviously, I was part of Gangs of London, which we all seen on TV. So, pretty much, I got asked to go up there, not knowing whether or not I'm going to be in it, and then get put in a room with people. And the way I do things is I make sure I stand out to get what I want. Instead of so you could sit in the room with me, and you could be quiet, and then you'll see me making people laugh, and you'll go, "Hang on a minute, that guy's going to get somewhere," and boom. Then I get told I'm doing this and that. Not everyone got selected to be in it, but I was just lucky to have my little bit in it.
Gangs of London is pretty good.
Season two was pretty good.
Yeah,
especially when you get on with the director.
When the Gang London, Danny Jones was involved with that as well, or was it like?
No, I don't think so. Corin Hardy's the director, isn't he? So Sope Disru and the Cole brothers are in it.
Right, yeah.
Because the Cole brothers were in Pinky Blinders, weren't they?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I'm just making sure I got the right information. What I was trying to do.
Yeah, make sure you got the right one because I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Oh, mate. You know what they do? They'll bite us back on the bum, as they say.
Yeah, that's all right. They can fight all they want.
Just finished walking through the Kalin screen from this. Oh, okay. Secret machine, mechanic machine. That is David J. Paul there.
How
What's
you
going
doing,
on?
David? I
So,
thought you
what's
called
he?
him Jake Paul. I was going to say that's
No.
not Jake Paul.
I want to have Jake Paul, yeah? No way.
Good. I'll chuck him out the window.
No, for what he does, he's a bit of an a bit of an
Bell end.
yeah. You got it. You took the word right out of my mouth.
Don't be scared to say it.
He is. He is an absolutely bad end. Straight out point. He's no good in the fight. I don't like him one bit. But how do you feel, literally about like what you're doing for yourself and what's your aim with that future? What are you gonna do for your future once you get
My
more
future
into
is
it?
to keep doing what I'm doing. And if I can help others, I can help others. You know what I mean? So, because if you look on Facebook nowadays, people are asking people to be in films for absolutely nothing. And to me, if you're going to film for nothing, then you know you're worth nothing. But you have to do what your worth is. So, if your worth is bigger than nothing, then you do what you got to do if you want to succeed. You know what I mean? So, it's just pretty much saying if you're a director and you make low budget films, then that's all you're going to be known for is the low budget films. But then, so it's pretty much by actors really. So if you're known for being in low budget films, that's what you're always going to be in. Or if you're just in it for being an extra, then that's all you're going to be. See, I'll do anything. I don't care what they ask me to do. I'm there. So you could turn up to be an extra and still get a walk on part, still get seen on the camera, still get a talking part. They change on a day.
It's you can literally see then like how it really works then. So yeah, you have to literally be like a high pricer, but you don't mind what you want to be as well. So I would
Exactly.
say,
I'm not fussed. I mean,
yeah.
some people are fussy. They're like, don't want to work, only want talking parts, and then they're missing out on the opportunities that they can get.
Hmm,
So,
what's the
with me doing the Indian films, obviously we all know India is one of the biggest filming countries in the world because you've got Bollywood, Tamil, you've got so many you're filming out there, and then once you're in with them, there's people that's made it to Hollywood from Bengali films and stuff like that. So, me, it's like Bollywood comes along as long as it's the right money, I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? I
yeah?
never say no. I just won't do short films because short films to me ain't a good thing to do. I mean, I've done one of my own, and I've done it. I filmed that whole crack palace when I weren't well, so I had blocked nose and all that. So I weren't. I knew it wasn't
You,
going to
you
sound
just
right,
weren't
and I didn't
feeling
care.
it, was you? Doing that film
Well,
by the look
no,
of
it's
it.
not just not feeling it. You got people trying to take over where your vision is. So what you do, the way I done it, is they took over my vision, and then I decided, you know what? I'm just going to put my way of doing it and make you wait about 6 hours. So I'll mess up my lines just for 6 hours just to pay you back. Pretty much what I did. And I had a blocked nose
Good.
that day as well. So it's literally during the scenes I've had to try and unblock my nose just to keep doing it.
Damn, I felt sorry for you, but I hope you. It looks like you've done pretty good though. And that's very wow. The things you do for films and just to get yourself out there. That's all
Exactly.
right.
It's just I just done that as a little one because it was COVID, wasn't it? So I just done it as a little thing. You know what I mean?
What's up, Drew? What's going on, Steven? How you doing, mate? Yep, live again. We got plenty more for the next week too, but I got amazing Jamie on the show, which I've been looking forward to. The guy's hilarious, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Obviously,
He's
we have to
such a
tone
good
it
guy.
down. We have to tone
Yeah,
it down because I don't want you to get shut off.
yeah, and I don't want to get told off or shut off. But this guy, I'm not kidding you guys. He is class. He's straight up class. I do actually like how banters with him. And every time when I do get a message off him, he's straight out. He's literally a
Pretty
funny
much
guy.
about sheep and Drew and sheep.
Yeah.
You know, the sheep calling Drew out in the middle of a nightmare.
He does. He does it all the time to me.
Do
But
you know what I'm going to
that's us in
send you?
English.
So this is what I'm going to make you. I'm going to make you a sheep balls on cheesecake. and send it to you with a name on it, Bahram you.
That's a little thing between the Welsh and the English. They just like playing with the ball.
And you just like eating the sheep.
No, I don't eat the sheep. It's the other guys who ate it.
I know, but I can't say what I want to say.
We
You know
can't
what I
say
mean?
it.
Well, you still eat the sheep because you don't know what part you're. If you ain't banging it, you're eating it. Out.
Oh my god! Right, let's keep it down because people's gonna laugh at that.
Oh,
Oh,
mate.
why do we do this? Why do we do this? Why?
Because it's fun and we got to entertain people, mate. You know,
It
actors
is.
entertain people. They're not just like people seem to think actors. Oh yeah, you just go on TV and you're like that in real life, mate. I'm who I am and do what I want in my real life.
If you're loose, I reckon. If you're loose, that's a good time to have entertainment with.
I wouldn't
You
know. You have to ask the woman if they're loose. I'm not.
Oh my god. People are laughing at it. Truly, Nicholas, I hope you are doing well, my brother. I'm doing absolutely great. Thank you. So wow, I'm gonna have to meet up with you one day. I'm gonna have to meet up with you. You only
I
down
know
the
you
road.
want to hold my hand, mate, but you don't need to tell everyone.
Yeah, but I do. You know, you got a nice furry hand. You know, it helps out. But I just can't believe the films you've done. The Lost Ship. I've been asked by a question by my team member,
Yeah.
Phil. He asked me because it's really current in because when I was made it and created, that was like back a few months back. Am I correct? Like a few
Yeah,
years ago.
yeah. So pretty much, I I got pretty much the director emailed me and offered me like pretty much like we want to get you in the film. I was like, yeah. He said, where you based? I said, England. Well, we're filming in Berlin. Would you like to come along? And I was like, mate, I'll come along to Berlin. I'm only doing 3 scenes in it, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So you're in the film. It doesn't matter to me. 3 scenes. Get a trip out to Berlin. Nice little holiday. Back home again.
And I'm just quickly doing this quickly for you. I think one of my guys want to come on and just have a quick chat. If anyone's got a comment for him, can you please put it in the comment as well? Because it would support him as well. And make sure
Not
you
that I
follow
can
him.
see everything.
Say again?
I can't see everything.
It's okay. I'll bring him up on the wall now for you, okay?
Don't my head look like a funny shape?
It looks fine. It looks fine.
Looks like I've got a mushroom cut, bruv.
It looks fine. No worries. Sorry, guys. I'm a bit off track today. So
He's gone shy on the camera. Don't worry, it's them sheep.
are you basically looking forward to creating your next film? Is it going to be in London? Is it going to be in India?
So pretty much April I'll go back filming, so I'm taking some time out. So depends on what comes over, to be honest with you. So the 14 knots don't start filming till July. We got the Lost Ship in June. So we are hoping if the funding's arrived in time in August to start Matthew is Calling, which means we'll be out in Amsterdam as well.
Okay.
So it's pretty much London, Amsterdam, and we are hoping, if it's right, that we are going to New York to do a little bit.
It's going to be pretty good then, what you're doing then, going to Amsterdam and then making
Well,
the film.
I've
What are
got a
you
pretty
looking
good
forward to
script
do?
writer with me. You know, my ideas and his writing. We make a good team. Don't worry about that. You just
Well,
want Axe to come out. That's what you want.
I do want Axe to come out because it looks like a pretty good horror film.
I want to do
What's your
some horror
plans
films.
to get there, man?
I want some horror films. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing horror films. I like a bit of. See, we was thinking about another one. So I had a conversation with my mate, who's a twin. He's a black guy, and he pretty much said to me, "You know, White Chicks come out," and I've gone, "Yep." He went, do you fancy doing a film called Black Chicks? I went, well, if I can get away with doing it, I will do it. But I just don't want to tread on anyone's toes. So currently, me being me, talking to a couple of script writers. See if we can make it happen.
Definite. Do you want to read that there?
Yeah, I'm your man. If you need an actor, Drew can tell you.
J.
Everything's
Paul.
going to be Jake Paul.
I called him Jake Paul. Sorry, Dave J. Paul. If you want your guy, he's right here, Dave J. Paul. That's because we were mentioning about Jake Paul early on, and that
So
led
pretty
to you.
much, obviously, the script. Well, once we got the funding, then we get the scripts out. But everyone's got to audition. No one's getting free passes for nothing.
I think that's a fair enough though. If you got an audition,
Well, it's pretty much what me and the directors and the other scriptwriter Mark's done. Is pretty much said, listen, no one's getting free passes. Because if you can't get along with my director, then you ain't going to be in my film. Simple as. And if my director can't get along with you, then you can't work together. Simple as.
and just got a question by you of my man Stan. Jimmy, if you had to make a movie about yourself, who would you like playing your role?
Who would I like? There's too many. Well, I'd probably say Mark Wahlberg could play me because he's smaller than me. He's about my size anyway.
I think that would be pretty cool. In that
I
Wahlberg.
reckon it would. The Rise of a Legend,
I like that.
starring Mark Wahlberg as Jamie Humphrey.
So I've been asked to tell you. Do you know who David J. Paul is?
He's an actor.
Yeah, he's been in a lot of films. He's got a good reputation behind him. So
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want to get in contact with him, literally get in contact
I
with him.
think I follow him. I'm not sure who I follow anymore. It's one of them things because mainly I'm on Instagram now. So where I got verified on Instagram by Instagram, I'm just dealing with everything on there in a minute.
We got someone saying, "Hey guys,
What's his name?
what's going on,
Crumley.
Marie?" And he's asking for information. Send me the info on.
I
how
will
to
do, mate. I'll do that after this. Well, we're not going to do nothing till August, so till the green lits, we got the green light. We don't want to send stuff out yet.
Okay.
Have to get him to private message me, and
I will
we'll
do.
have a conversation.
I will do. So, David J. Paul said, just do me a favor, man. I'll send you his link and his name, his profile, and then I'll do that for you. And
And don't
that's a
bring your
way you
brother
can
Logan
connect.
Paul.
Look, that was my fault. I mistake that. He's gonna have me, that later on. He's literally gonna ask me that.
That's your problem. That's not mine, Barbara.
No, oh, no, that is your problem because you started as well. Cool, brother. Will do.
Well, you said David Jake Paul, so I assume you said Jake Paul. So I said, don't bring your brother Logan Paul, not lover Logan Paul.
Yeah,
Your
but then I
brother
called him
Logan.
I called him accidentally Jake Paul. You know how that works. We bounce.
He's
Oh,
probably got the money.
mm, yeah. He won't give Jake Paul won't give any money. He's too greedy for himself.
Jake Paul needs getting knocked out. Look at me, I can't even do my own hair.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
True, say
See
my
what I
name
mean?
correctly.
See what I mean? Oh
Okay,
my
Logan.
god. It's David J. Paul.
David J. Paul.
He's literally laughing.
Yeah, I'm here to kill everyone, don't worry. Only
Look,
laughing, though.
Jamie is like really cool. He's really funny and he's straight up. He always takes me off my guard though. Too many sheeps, I tell you.
Adverts, adverts, adverts.
Yeah, I gotta do outfits at the 33. And
You do an advert then.
oh yeah, it's too early.
Oh.
Yeah, I just been told like one in outfits coming up.
He
So
just don't want me to keep being funny.
nah, we're being funny. We're doing fine. It's when it comes to like 23. It's not 23. 33 minutes in. But anyway, let's get back to you and your stories. The lost ship, is that to do with the Ukraine or to do with like Russian? Because
It's
he
pretty
was
much basically from the Hitler era,
yeah.
and then it goes all the way through to the Ukraine-Russia war.
This is like predicting the future, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, so it's coming back from the 1949s when Hitler was alive, just before his death, I think it is, and then all the way to 2022. I don't want to say too much.
That's cool. What about the mafia? Can we say that's all thing, or is it
Oh, I
still
can say what I want about the mafia.
okay? Uh, so
So
what's the
pretty much
mafia
what we're
about?
trying to do with the mafia is we're trying to create the old style mafia from like New York Times, with their little hats, proper gangsters, with obviously the Cray twins type where they was wearing back in their day. So something similar we're trying to do like that. It's all about drugs, sex, violence. People get killed, took up the back alleyway, you name it. It's going to be in the film. So we are trying to see if we can blow a couple of cars up and stuff like that.
It should work. It should work, especially
It
now.
depends if we've got the right funding and backing we think we're going to get, then pretty much because we've looked over the figures for DVD sales and my director's already got connections with cinemas anyway, so we've got a pretty good backing of how much we can make. Let's
Does
just
it?
put it
Are you
that way.
allowed to like say how much it is going to cost you
No, I
guys?
can't. I'm not allowed to
No.
just in case he's watching.
Ugh.
I've signed a
Oh,
contract, so I can't.
yeah. None of the leak information then.
No,
Cool.
that's only fans.
Okay, that's cool. Um. Oh God, here we go.
Let me kill Drew in a scene. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll let you kill Drew in a scene if we can dress him as a sheep.
No, I'm not dressing up as sheep. You can fuck off.
And then you got to shout out, Barbara, kill me.
Nah, that's okay. I'm okay. I prefer sticking to my own stuff, but yeah.
Haggis.
Ooh. Oh my days. So I really do like the mafia stuff because I like the Crate Twins. The Crate Twins history.
Well, we're hoping, and I'm gonna let an insight of this. I had a meeting with one of the authors that write proper mafia books, Luis Romero from USA. Now
Oh
he's got some connections to mafia.
yeah.
Now we are actually in talks. I don't want to say too much, but we are planning on doing a documentary about obviously the mafia, but actually having the real people, the ex mafia, because we're not allowed to go into the clubs, he said, due to the fact that if we walk in there, we're going to get whacked. So my idea was, listen, I've got balls enough. I'll walk straight in there, see what happens.
That's
So
gonna
he,
be interesting if
he
you do
pretty
that.
much told me I can't do it. But then we're also trying to do, because we know that the Yakuza and obviously, I've forgotten what the Japanese one is. Triads. We want to try and get on with them to see if we can do a couple with them, but they're going to be hard to get hold of. That's the only hard ones. But I've got some plans for more documentaries. Just got to speak to a few people to get the funding in. So,
I'll be looking forward to that. I'll be looking forward to watching this now. If you do it, let us know. I'll keep an eye out for it as well.
bro, we're in the pipeline, but I just want to get these big films out of the way first, um, and then I can fund it and see if we can get it on Amazon.
Why don't you speak to the guy up in Manchester, the one known mafia guy? He was an ex mafia guy, but he uses all them kids. You know which one I'm on about?
No.
I'll show you later on who I'm
Yeah,
on about.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't put it
Who-
over
Nah.
here.
I'll show you later on who I'm on about.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah. So Is there any other creative films you're going to be looking at, like for Christmas terms, or are you just going to stick with horror, or are you going to be
Well, I
more
was on
into?
about doing a Christmas #1 single,
Oh wow!
but then I realised I was only joking to myself. So,
You have to make me excited, didn't you?
well,
It was
unless
good.
anyone wants to jump on, I did put it out there that I want to jump on and do something like that. It'd be fun, you know what I mean? Just to try and attempt it.
Okay, so I played Mafia cheapest in the movie very easily.
So do I play gangsters too.
I don't play gangsters. There's no point.
I'm not going to answer that one.
Which one?
Well, I had a good reply back for that, but I just don't. If I say it, you're probably going to get shut off.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll message you
We're
that one
being
later.
good.
It was the first time.
It's really hard. It's really hard to
Didn't
be
you listen
behaved.
to my last 2 radios that I sent you over?
I did. I did.
Now you know how funny I can be, but that was live on air, and I got banned from their radio station, so I can't. I don't want to get banned
Yeah.
from your show. You know what I mean?
It's not you banned from the show. It's more like we
You'll
have to
get
like
banned from Roku, and I don't
yeah.
want to do that. You know what I mean?
It's you can swear a little bit, but then it's the content of the warning signs
Yeah,
they
yeah,
give
yeah.
us. It's stupid. I like, share, and follow. Oh, thank you, mods, for doing that. That is, I am putting a hit on Drew.
How much you paying?
Look, look, look. This whole hit thing, I'll see you when it comes to you soon.
But if you're putting a hit out, I might go in the field and see which one he is.
Oh, you might have to choose. You won't find me if I cover myself up with sheep.
That's what I was on about.
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm not being nasty. All right.
Barbara.
Free.
Free. I don't do nothing for free. You know that us actors don't work for free.
Yeah. Don't work for free. So, what's it like being on the red carpet and talking to people about your filming? Do you feel like you conceded, but or do you feel like some people like failed it? Feel like I could have done better? What
Do you
does
know
it
what?
feel like?
Sometimes, so I went for my first red carpet. Obviously, it was same year my father passed away, and I took a t-shirt there, and he had the bow tie done, custom made. Um, that didn't feel real because he wasn't with me. You know what I mean? So, and then when I got invited and everything paid for me to fly over to LA, um, when I landed in LA, I was like, you know what? I could live here. And then we got to the morning of the show, and he was like, there was a phone call and basically said, I want you to present an award on the show. Me being me's like, yeah, but how am I supposed to do that? You ain't told me what to say. And then he was like, you say what you want. And I thought, don't tell me to say that because, it ain't going to look good if I say it. So there was no like, pretty much, you got an interview as well on a red carpet. You got this on the red carpet. It was just like, so we had a limit. We had a brand spanking new Escalade doing a tour around Hollywood, which was lovely. Knew where to go. The limo driver is off the chart, man. He's out. He actually every time he picks a director up because he's not picking the small directors. He's picking the multi-million-pound ones that go to the big houses in Beverly Hills. So he's always putting my name out to him. So he puts them out, my social out to him, my name out to him. He done the Emmys last week, and he's put my name everywhere. He rings me every time he does it. He says, "Listen, I've just put your name out. Everyone's loving you." I was like, "All right, wicked." But when I was out there and I done my first red carpet interview out in LA, got a bit nervous, but then my confidence stuck in. So I took the red carpet with ease doing that interview. So we go backstage, and everyone's like, "Yeah, you got to do this," and it's like, so this is where the fun part comes because everyone knows, I don't have a filter. I say it how it is. So I was in the background, and a couple of black guys asked me where I come from. So I told them I come out of Compton. And we was just literally having a laugh, and he was laughing and joking. He was like, "You need a comedy award." So then a guy and his missus was there from, where'd you come from? And I knew they come from Alabama, so I just made a little joke up saying, listen, I come from Alabama. I was just playing with my sister and my mother. And everyone just cracked up laughing, you know what I mean? Because that's what they do in Alabama, isn't it?
They do actually have a right fat laugh in Alabama.
Yeah,
They
with
really
their
do.
own mothers, yeah.
Yeah. All right, then. I'm gonna do some advertising, guys. So, don't forget, guys, we are speaking with Jamie. He's an absolutely amazing guy. He's funny, straight down to earth. Keep a check out and keep an eye on these advertise, and just enjoy yourself and enjoy the show. And if you get offended, please don't get offended too much. It is a banter. It is a laugh.
And you
And
ain't
if
all
you
sheep.
find, and if you ain't, this is what we do to the guy like this. Ready? Nah, really bad. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty sound. And yeah, let's go and put these advertising back on. See you in the next couple of minutes.
And we're back from a cup of tea. Put your microphone back on, yeah.
That was a bit of fun.
Yeah, I was telling you to put your microphone back on and you cut me off.
Now that was David J. Paul's new project coming out soon, hopefully.
What, Logan Paul and the Ghost?
Nah. Escape the Paranormal. It's a really cool idea. They got two sides of American and also the UK getting together, and I'm looking for that. But that
You
was
could chuck me on that. That's funny, that is.
Oh, you're more welcome to speak to it. Well, you'll be speaking to him later on. No, apparently,
Yeah,
well, awesome.
I can't speak to Jake Paul or Logan Paul. I could speak to David Paul.
Memory's my script for my upcoming movie now. Cheers, boys. So David J. Paul's got to go. Drew is Alfie, Merch, and not Andrew. Okay, and yet it's called Escape from the Paranormal. So yeah, I have a chat with David about going on it.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll be there. I'll be
I
there
think
as
he'd be more scared of me than a ghost.
You like paranormal?
No.
Do you believe in that sort of stuff?
No, I don't.
Gotta take on a ghost hunt now. Got
It's
it.
going to end up being me like that scary movie scene where the ghost is banging me, innit?
What, like a second bus?
Get passed the belt by the ghost.
You never know. Succubus and incubus could do that.
Bang bus.
Okay, so it's literally been amazing what you've done and what you've been to. You met some great people. Who's your biggest people you've met in the movie industry?
In the movie industry,
Yeah,
well, I've met Mark Wahlberg and I've met Samuel L. Jackson.
so two good guys there, right there.
Two of the top boys I know.
That's amazing. Matt Wahlberg is an absolutely class guy. Samuel Jackson, straight out line. Cannot
Watch
default.
them snakes on my motherfucking plane. Just thought I'd say that.
I can't remember what film that's out of though.
Snakes on a plane.
Snakes on the plane.
I just gave it away when I said it.
Yeah, no, my head.
But there's two. You got Soul Plane with Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart, and then you got Snakes on a Plane with Samuel L. Jackson.
And now the one with the yellow case and with the plane going in with snakes coming out of it. That's the one he done, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the one with the snakes on.
Yeah.
Is the one Samuel L. Jackson done. It's a good one.
It is a kind of good one, actually.
Made me want to get on a plane so bad.
Nah, it made me bloody squeak myself and nearly put diarrhea in my pants.
It made you change your boxer shorts.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing when you go on a plane next time? I'm putting a little rubber snake in your suitcase.
Oh, God's sake. I know what I'll be doing.
Yeah,
Was
put the
on
vibrator in
awesome
mine.
film series Snakes. So Natasha said was an awesome film, Snakes on the
Snakes
Plane.
on the Plane, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good film, yeah.
It was. You're
We've been
so
better with
relaxed there. You're so relaxed.
And me, I'm always relaxed. I'm just being me, innit?
I'm never relaxed. I just jump up and down. I'm literally like,
I bet you do.
can't complain.
Don't know what you're sitting on, that's why.
Nah, I'm okay. I'm sitting on the seat.
No, I'm always relaxed. It's like, so when I won, obviously, when I attended NILAS Awards and won Creative Arts and Excellence Award, I literally come out and pretty much the security guard was there. She was like, the confidence you've got. I said, well, it is what it is, isn't it? You've got to be confident to be the same person. I walked into a room with people I didn't know and I was making them laugh. So, do you know what I mean? If you can't do that, then what's the point?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm here to make everyone laugh. I don't care anyway. Hate me, like me, do what you want.
I think that's the whole point, though. Is being an actor, you do make
An actor, you're an entertainer, really. Because obviously you've got to entertain people with your films. So why not just carry on the entertainment? If you see some of these Hollywood stars, they won't be like I am talking to you. They won't be like me on the street. So everyone says, why don't you fly first class and that? Listen, I ain't bothered about first class. I'm human, you're human, who cares? Listen, you want a drink, we'll have a drink. Simple. I'll share a seat in economical class for everyone. I couldn't even care if I had a lot of money. I'll still fly eco. Money's just pretty much an object, man. You've been brought in without money, you're gonna die without money. What's the point?
I'm with you on that one. I hate money, but also I agree with that as well.
Yeah, but look, if you get a load of plastic bottles together, you can make your own money. So don't worry about it.
It's true. It's true saying that.
And that's not for any criminals out there to do that. I'll state that one now.
Well, you just gotta bring garbage, innit?
I'm just giving you advice.
But spirits within paranormal. What's going on, guys? The whole point of being where you are today is you being on my show. You're chatting about your life. What was you doing this before you come to be an actor? What was your main roles? And we don't have to go into your personal life and stuff.
So before I was an actor, no man. pretty much back in 2015 is when I lost my nan and that. So I was pretty much in drink and drug alcohol abuse. So simple, I've gone from there and pretty much had the chance that I had, innit? So I took the chance and now I won't look back on it. It's just pushing myself 100% to move forward with my life. So as long as I can keep doing what I'm doing, the films just are keeping me going. So I would just rather keep doing the films than go back the way I was.
The films kind of like really encouraged you and build you up then and pulled you away from a lot of stuff.
I could be myself on these films, you know what I mean? Because so when I started doing the Indian films, like I said, that Anus and Am one, I'd never met the people, and I started joking, like, is it two guys bumming each other or what? I don't want to walk into the pub and see that because I'll be walking home. And then the people I've never met just started laughing. You're a character, you. I was like, you got to be who you got to be. I'd rather be myself. I'm not going to come on there and act all posh and go, oh, I was brought up with a silver spoon in my mouth. Because I weren't. I was dragged up. Who cares? You know what I mean? So I'm just being who I am on set all the time. And that's why I think with doing the Bengalis, Pollywoods, Tamils, I'm respected. You know what I mean? So if they film me in August, September, October, and then they go back home, and then they come back in January, and they go, "How you doing?" and they come back. So it's pretty much people are like. I took a mate of mine. I got him into the films. He was shocked at the amount of respect that I have for them and they have for me. So it's pretty much listen. If you can respect the people you work for, they're gonna want to keep you on. If you don't respect them, you don't. They won't keep you on. So I done a film obviously with them because we done I think it was 7 in 2 months we done. I know it's a bit of a hard one on that one. So you do a couple of days here, a couple of days there, boom, boom. And there was a couple of they asked for extras, so they got a couple of students come on, and the students kept saying they was hungry about 10 o'clock. Now I thought, you know what, that's disrespectful in my eyes because you're moaning, you want food, you want food. So I went to the car, picked up a bag of crisps, sat down next to him and ate him. Oh, well, you do realise I'm not hungry at all. I'm just eating. And then one of them stepped up and said something, and I was like, listen, didn't your mother make your breakfast? It's rude to keep going on to these. These have given you a chance. Do not throw your chance away. You wait till they tell you got food. If not, there's a shop down the road. Ask to be excused. Go to the shop. Boom. I can't stand people like that on set, man. You know what I mean? I find it disrespectful.
No, that's true.
I bring my own food as well as eat their food, but I just find it disrespectful someone kicking off because they can't have a bit of grub because they're too lazy to get up and their mummy didn't make them breakfast in the morning. Must be from Alabama, didn't give it to mother hard enough.
Mm. Yeah, I just can't believe that people does that though. It shouldn't be like that. You know.
You're gonna get it. That's the problem. People demanding things now. It's so if you sign a contract for just say about 2.5 grand, and then they just make demands that's not in the contract, and it's like, what are you making demands for? You getting what you want. No, I want this and I want that. You ain't getting that. Don't like it, unsign. Don't like it, jog on. Do you know what I mean? Hate people like it. It's what brings the industry down some points because then directors are like, don't trust that casting director. Don't want to work with them. They're bringing me idiots.
How do you find it like when you get rude people in the industry? You just
When you get rude
get
people, I have to
yeah.
laugh. Pretty much, I just laugh because I'm thinking, you know what? You could be as rude as you want. I'm still going to be working for these guys in the next couple of years. What are you going to be doing? Do you know what I mean? So, for instance, so I had Swastik. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard it. It's out in India. So we had a young guy on there who played an immigrant, and I had to shoot him. And he was one of these overexcited cast members because he was in a big feature film, and he was like, so he's playing football with the immigrants. It's a scene in Brick Lane we was doing. I weren't meant to carry the gun because I didn't have a license for the gun, and we were scared that the police were going to come out. All that, so security had to tell me when to put the gun in and gun out. So he was playing football, and then literally come to the point where I've shot him. And he just come right to, oh, you shot me, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's have this. Let's do this. Let's do it. I was like, you're overexcited. You need to calm down. And then we move on to doing Victor. Now, these are a funny story. So in Victor, we would stand there and we would look at people and go, he looks like so-and-so. He looks like so-and-so. Oh, is that Sacha Baron Cohen over there? Or, so I just sit there like, because it keeps the day going and it makes people laugh, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I could look at you and say, look, Peter Griffin or Chris Griffin's on the microphone. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, I'm not one of the, I could sit there and say it to them and they just sit there and laugh. And it's like, do you know what? You can have such a laugh on these sets.
Do you
And
find it like they take banter really well then? Like
well,
it
if they don't, it's not my problem. But everyone I spoke to take banter proper good because you're
oh,
tight neck. When you're on your film, say you're on the film for 5 days together, like I was. I played a
yeah.
ghost on one of the Bengali films. I had my son on as a main character, and I was a ghost. So I've had to walk around this graveyard flat out for 5 days, and it was just literally I was bantering with every single person there, and they love it because they're like, you know what? When can you come back? It's like whenever you need me. But as soon as I had a phone call today. Someone wanted me to come film next week doing a short film. I said I'm not being funny. I don't do short films. But then he happened to know my casting director from India, which is even better because she was like, yeah, he does turn up. He doesn't. If he says he's going to be there, he's going to be there. So he knows I don't give up. And it's like one of them things. So when we was doing a load of them, a load of films, it's just like flat out, and they're like, "You look tired. Listen, just keep filming. Let's keep going."
It makes you think though, like what it's really like being in the film industry with the amount of stuff you got to do and keep laughing at it and keep positivity. So it
Well, with
really
me,
does.
I find it quite. People, it is hard. I'm not going to say it's easy because it's not. It's hard to be in the film life. Obviously, if you got a family, sometimes you have to be away from your families and stuff. That's why I take time out. You know what I mean? Because I feel at the end of the day, I'm trying to provide. So I take time out, do what I've got to do, then I go back when people come back, or if there's a good film and the script's right, I'll come back.
When you get into a character, do you believe you stick too long into that character, or do you stick like? Does it causes that problem sometimes to like
Well, it depends. So if I play the role of a gangster, sometimes I'd sit at home and still be the same character for a couple of days. It's one of them things, you know what I mean? So we're doing Gangs of Soho. Obviously, I've got to get up to London at some point because we want episode one out. Um, but obviously, I can't say too much. So I play a guy called Lorenzo in a big drug lord. So I just done. There's a couple of funny videos. If you look at on my Instagram page of me walking around saying I'm Lorenzo and I like my women and all that stuff. So that was me just coming off like before I even got on set, getting into character, and everyone's looking at me like this. What's this madman walking around London like this for? Not knowing that I'm actually filming about 10, 15 minutes up the road. And I have to do that because then I know for a fact I'm in character. I'm ready to go whenever it is.
the other question out of all this? Does it cause like a psychological effect to you? Like sometimes do you have like moments where you need to take a full break and cause you to have like a little depression, or how do you deal with that
No,
sort of thing?
I never take a break. I just push myself. I keep pushing myself through it all.
That's a good way. I
It's
think
like
that's a,
it's like back when I was doing normal jobs.
mm.
If I was doing fencing, you'll have someone say, I've got to have a break at 12 o'clock." I don't want to have a break. I want to keep going because I don't want to stop. I need to keep going. If I can't keep going, then I'm just going to tire myself out. And I don't want to do it. So with these days that I was doing around this graveyard, was constantly walking around, moving and moving. It was lovely. It's not lovely walking around the graveyard because it bloody well ain't, especially in the dark. And that's one thing I didn't want to do, but I ended up doing a nighttime scene, and not well in the graveyard. But
Yeah,
other
the
than that,
graveyard gets scary.
I just push myself. So if you've done a film with me and you said, right, you got 5 days on, and they're going to be long, hard days, listen, as long as you're feeding me, drinking me, you're paying my wages, I'm there doing what you tell me to do. I mean, swastika, I took an actual real slap in it.
I
And
bet you did.
they asked me first, I was like, do you mind taking a real slap? I said, are you paying me? He went, yeah, well, what are you waiting for? I went, I'm not in this film to not do what you're telling me to do. Listen, if you're going to slap me, slap me.
Damn. So
Just don't knock my teeth out.
you just actually take like full actual blowing hit.
Yeah, man. Literally slap right around the face, bang.
Oh.
It made me get a bit angry, but obviously the guy that slapped me thought I was going to slap him back. And before he was going, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. So I just grabbed the older man and slapped myself around the face. I said, that's how you do it.
Because usually, being ADHD, me and you can actually go on this. Usually, when
Yeah.
someone hits us, we usually flip off the angle, don't we?
You do, but see, I've learned when you're in films, you can't be like that because you just say if someone hits you in a film and they've asked you to actually hit you and you get up and start beating them, you ain't never going to work in the industry again. So it's like sometimes if I've got to have an argument in the film, then I actually I get myself proper psyched up to actually get into proper mad mode and literally say, right, listen here, I'll do this and I'll do that. And then I've got to remember, shit, you're in a film. So you've got to calm down.
It's like you have to do a lot of head thinking then, by the sound of it.
I don't have a brain to think with, mate, so I wouldn't know.
Does your missus actually help you out as well through it? Because it must be tough sometimes.
She's got a pea brain too, don't worry about that.
Oh, she's gonna get you, bro. She's gonna get you.
Oh no, Barbara's on a loose.
Oh God, leave Barbara alone. She's mine. But yeah.
You can have Barbara and Drew, it don't matter to me. I did tell you I was going to come and make it funny for you.
He did. He did. He
I
actually
just
did
didn't
good.
want to do it like I did the radio show because I know I overstepped the mark on that live radio show. But to be honest, they didn't even ask me to apologise to anyone.
I personally think, at the end of the day, get HD. You like me, and if you're not your way, you are. Then why fake it? If you gotta have a laugh, you gotta have
This
a
is
laugh.
what I mean. Like you'll see, some actors are literally they put on personas outside, like they want to try and get followers. And this, listen, go on my Instagram page. You see me smacking people in the nuts. You'll see me getting a shot in the back. Listen, I'm just doing what I want to do. I'm not here to just be told what to do. Because I know there is managers out there that tell you how to act and that. Listen, you ain't nobody going to tell me how to act. You can't tell someone with ADHD how to act because they're just going to do the complete opposite. I mean, when you're young and your parents tell you what to do and you get told off, listen, don't tell me I ain't shouting at that person because I'm going to go and do it now to wind you up. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, I've been told off for because I like putting my middle fingers up. I always have in pictures when I was young. And I've been told off by management saying you can't do that. And I think, well, hang on a minute. You don't control my social media. And I've got people that follow me. So if I don't keep up with what I'm trying to do, then what's the point of me even having a manager and being in the industry?
I get where you're coming from.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, I don't want to be like one of these posh people.
Nah.
Or people from Birmingham, you know what I mean, from Birmingham.
I get it.
Not like you people having whale of a time up in Wales.
Look, we just have the best time in Wales, bro.
We know you got sheep brothel in Wales. We've seen the article when I come up there. So when I done my gun course in Wales, in Neath, Wales,
that's where I'm from.
pretty much we read up online that there was a brothel, a sheep brothel that got shut down, not far from up the road of the hotel we was at.
Oh, I did not know that.
Of course you did, because you owned it.
Never owned anything.
Right, you rented it then.
No. Are you on about in Britain Ferry? There used to be one in Neath in Britain Ferry.
I think, I don't know. All I knew is the hotel we were staying, which was opposite the high street, well, opposite the train station in Neath. Pretty much pretty much that they even told us about it. But obviously, there's a kebab shop up in Neath that literally looked me up, and he was like, "Next time you come here, you can have free food." I was like, "Mate, it's Neath. I ain't coming back."
Maybe it's not too bad actually.
It's not too bad. Obviously, it's more for the country folk. You know what I mean? I'm like a city boy.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like having houses around me. But now, when you go on trains, and because obviously I had to go to Northampton for the Legacy premiere, and then when you get up and you go through and you see the countryside, and it's like, you know what? You got to appreciate it sometimes.
It does, doesn't it? It just gives
And then you finally hit Wales and think, what a load of rubbish.
Oh, don't say that, man. Wales is the best countryside you can ever beat.
I thought you was going to say Wales is the best country. Then I was going to say, no, Wales is part of England, mate. It's Scotland that's got its own country.
Not really. We actually state our own flag, but we're just part of it at the moment.
It's got your own flag, but you ain't got your own parliament, have you? No, our parliament run you, so you're English.
Yeah, but then parliaments are trolling. They're controlling people.
Well, they don't control Scotland.
No.
There you go, then.
Oh, so guys, we're not talking about politics. We're just basically having a banter.
It's only, what's it? His name is Rikishi Sucknuts that's in charge, isn't it?
I don't know who he is. I don't really get involved with that sort of side. Crazy.
I'll call him Rikishi Sucknuts. There you go. I've actually got a video on my Instagram of driving past Parliament telling Boris Johnson to go with his mother.
Oh, damn. You done that?
Yeah, I don't. I ain't bothered.
Bro, fair point. Fair enough. We'll all do some sort of crazy
and when they had, so outside Parliament as well, we drove past and they was protesting about Boris Johnson. You can see a video of me shouting out the window, Boris Johnson, we love you. And I cut it off just as the geezer started proper swearing at me. It was like, oh, that would have been funny if I caught it on camera. There's things you've got to do, innit? Just to make fun.
It is. It is. All right, then. So we come down to time. Jamie, it's been a great pleasure having you here, man. You're one hilarious guy. And he does silly stuff like this, but you gotta get used to his comedy. What do you recommend DNTV to anyone or anyone in the filming industry? What do you recommend?
Of course I would. Of course I would.
Can you write us a recommendation in DNTV's?
I'll write it in sheep's blood for you.
Oh, that's great. That's brilliant. Thank you.
As long as you do the sheep and eat the haggis straight away.
That's your job, not my job.
No, that ain't my job.
That ain't my job. You know.
Yeah, you guys bang sheep and lick them out, so don't worry about it.
Oh my god. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching DNTV. Amazing. Go and check out Jamie and his movies. His links are all over the social media. You'll recognize him very soon.
And Legacy, listen, Legacy is coming out on Sky Store, I believe, on the 23rd, and it comes out in America on the 14th.
Because you're in Legacy, and him as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm top boy than anything.
Go and check it out, guys. He is a wicked guy. We'll have him back on for number 2. Literally a chat show number 2, just to bring him on for a bit of chat. And
yeah. Next time we come on, Drew's going to be dressing like a sheep, and we're just going to rip it right out of him.
Yeah, but then that's your job again. You have to dress up yourself.
Well, you got to dress up yourself because you're sitting on something that's already.
Yeah, but then you have to take it. You have to take it. So.
Well, you do take it. That's why you're sitting on it.
Oh my god, I don't take it. Right, guys, sorry about this, but I'm done for the night. Have a great night and keep watching DNTV every night. We are changing the times from starting next week. We're going to try 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening. Have a great night, guys, and enjoy the show.
Have a great night, guys. Remember, his name's not Drew, it's Peter Griffin now.
Oh, my God. Yeah, don't listen to him. He's just a whinger.
guys.
What's going on, KP? How you doing, brothers? Finally, you come and meet you.
I know I got to